Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 Event Number 2. That is right guys, the second event of Season 5 is already here. Now before we get things started here today, I am going to go over a couple things, which will have some spoilers from what happened in Event Number 1. So if you guys plan on watching Event Number 1, I suggest you probably go do that now before you watch this, because there is going to be a couple of spoilers. So, your event number 1 winner was Tasmanian Devil. Here he is right here. He's going to be in the third race of round number 1 against Megalodon. And since he was your event number 1 winner, he leads the point standings right now with 6 points. And then Prowler, who races towards the second half here in round number 1 against Zombie. He was your event 1 runner-up, so he currently has 5 points, and he is in second place in the point standings. So those are your top 2 in the point standings coming into this event, because they were the 2 trucks that made it to the championship race in event number 1. But here we are with event number 2. Now, if you guys don't know what truck you're in, I will have a comment down below that is pinned that has the entire field of trucks. And obviously, like I've mentioned many times, you are in the same exact truck for all 10 events, and there's a point system that goes along with this. So if you lose in round number 1, you will get 1 point. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Crustacean taking on Avenger. Alright, so event number 2 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Crustacean. Next up, we have Michigan Ice Monster taking on Stone Crusher. And it's going to be a pretty close race, but Michigan Ice Monster will take the win. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on your Event 1 winner, Tasmanian Devil. And Tasmanian Devil is going to roll over, but it is enough to take the win over Megalodon. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse taking on the Orange El Toro Loco. And it's going to go to Pirate's Curse. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Dragon. And it's going to go to Dragon over Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have Son of a Digger taking on the 2014 Monster Mutt. And, oh, what a race, but just barely it's going to go to Son of a Digger. Next up, we have the Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Soldier Fortune. And it's going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Hot Wheels with the White Roll Cage taking on Batman. And it is going to go to Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Red El Toro Loco taking on Monster Mutt 2017. And it is going to go to the Red El Toro Loco as Monster Mutt flips over. Next up, we have Zombie taking on Prowler. And it is going to go to, I think it is Zombie, but let's take a look from the aerial view. And yes, it most definitely is. You guys can see that Zombie is way ahead, and your event number 1 runner-up, Prowler, has been eliminated. Next up, we have Mechanical Mischief taking on the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And it's going to go to Mechanical Mischief with a block. Next up, we have Captain's Curse taking on Higher Education. And it is going to go to Captain's Curse. Next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles taking on Gravedigger Track Ace. And it's going to go to Gravedigger Track Ace. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on Max D. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Next up, we have the 2011 Monster Mutt taking on Iron Man. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be between Blue Thunder and the New Tool Gravedigger. And it's going to go to the New Tool Gravedigger. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 1, which means they will get 1 point for this event. And now it is time for round number 2. So here are all the trucks still remaining. We are down to 16. And obviously, if you lose in this round, you will get 2 points for this event. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Crustacean taking on Michigan Ice Monster. So round number 2 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Michigan Ice Monster. What a comeback. Next up, we have Tasmanian Devil taking on Pirate's Curse. And it's going to go to Tasmanian Devil, who's trying to win back-to-back. Next up, we have Dragon taking on Son of a Digger. And Dragon does a somersault, and that's going to give him the win over Son of a Digger. Next up, we have the Old Tool Gravedigger taking on the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And Gravedigger rolls over, Hot Wheels rolls over at the end, but he rolled over just a little bit later than Gravedigger did, and that is going to give Hot Wheels the win. Next up, we have Red El Toro Loco taking on Zombie. And it's going to go to Red El Toro Loco. He did hit the trucks over there on the side, but either way, you can definitely tell that his front tire is sticking out ahead of Zombie, so he will take the win. Next up, we have Mechanical Mischief taking on Captain's Curse. And, Mechanical Mischief rolls over. He lands back on all fours, but was it enough to take the win? That is insanely close. Let's go straight down. And it looks like just barely Mechanical Mischief rolling over back on all four tires is going to give him the win over Captain's Curse. Next up, we have Gravedigger Track Ace taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be between the 2011 Monster Mutt and the New Tool Gravedigger. And Monster Mutt rolls over, and the New Tool Gravedigger had probably the best run of the night. He runs into the lamp, and he still had a lot of momentum. That was actually pretty impressive, and he is going to move on. Alright, so here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 2, which means they will get 2 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 3, otherwise known as the quarterfinals. So here are your final 8 competitors. Once we get down to the semifinals is when I will go over the field of trucks. And obviously, if you lose in this round, you will get 3 points. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Michigan Ice Monster taking on Tasmanian Devil. As of right now, Tasmanian Devil has still not lost a race yet this season. Can Michigan Ice Monster finally change that? Let's find out. And no, he will not. It was looking promising. He had a good start, but he rolled over, and even though he landed back on all 4 tires, Tasmanian Devil had just enough speed to get by him and take the win. Next up, we have Dragon taking on the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And Dragon rolls over. That's going to give the win to Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Red El Toro Loco taking on Mechanical Mischief. And it's going to go to Red El Toro Loco. Next up, we have the final race of the quarterfinals, which is going to be between Monster Mutt Rottweiler and the New Tool Gravedigger. And it's going to go to New Tool Gravedigger. So these 4 trucks all lost in the quarterfinals, which means they will get 3 points for this event. And now it is time for the semifinals. So here's a look at all 4 competitors remaining, and let's go over the field of trucks. So inside of the still undefeated Tasmanian Devil, we have Awesome Sports 13. Inside of the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels, we have Monster Jam Collector Racing. Inside of Red El Toro Loco, we have Monster Truck Stuff 123. And inside of the New Tool Gravedigger, we have Rory. So that is your semifinals, guys. And if you lose in this round, you will get 4 points. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Tasmanian Devil taking on the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. So who is going to go to the championship race? Is it going to be Awesome Sports 13 or Monster Jam Collector Racing? It is going to be Awesome Sports 13 and Tasmanian Devil. I am so sorry to Monster Jam Collector Racing and the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. You were going to collect 4 points for this event, and you were so close, man. Better luck in event number 3 to you. So who is going to meet Awesome Sports 13 and Tasmanian Devil in the championship race? Is it going to be Monster Truck Stuff 123 and Red El Toro Loco, or will it be Rory and the New Tool Gravedigger? It is going to be a phenomenal race, and just barely, it is going to go to the New Tool Gravedigger. Man, oh man, Monster Truck Stuff 123 and Red El Toro Loco. You were so close, man. I thought you might have had it, but you are going to collect 4 points, and better luck in event number 3 to you. So these 2 trucks both lost in the semifinals, which means they will collect 4 points for this event. And now it is time for the championship race. So let's meet your 2 competitors. Inside of Tasmanian Devil, we have Awesome Sports 13. And inside of New Tool Gravedigger, we have Rory. So obviously, like I mentioned before, Tasmanian Devil is still undefeated this season. He won event number 1, and here he is in the championship race of event number 2, trying to do it again. As for New Tool Gravedigger, off the top of my head, I can't really remember what round he lost in event number 1, but I know he didn't make it very far. Like, I want to say it was probably round 1 or 2. I'll have to check after this, but either way, it wasn't that good, so this is a very, very good turnaround for him, and let's see if he can cap it off with a win and be the first truck to finally defeat Tasmanian Devil this season. So, the winner will get 6 points, and the loser will get 5. Your winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5, Event Number 2, is going to be none other than... It is going to be... Oh my goodness, what a race, but it is going to be Awesome Sports 13 and Tasmanian Devil by a nose. He gets it done again. That is just insane, as I almost drop him, but that is just insane. I cannot believe that he has swept the first 2 events. That is just crazy. So he is going to add 6 more points to his total, and through just 2 events, he now has 12 points, and he is going to head into event number 3, not only as the points leader, but he is still undefeated this season. Nobody has beaten him yet. That is just insane. And man, oh man, Rory in the New Tool Gravedigger, you were so close, man. This truck looks really, really fast. I don't really know where that speed came from, because like I said, I don't think he made it very far in event number 1, but he had a lot of fast runs here today, even in the championship race. That was still a good run, but he fell just short to getting the win. So I'm so sorry to Rory in the New Tool Gravedigger. You're going to collect 5 points. Better luck in event number 3 to you, man. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to total up the point standings, and I will show you guys right now. So here's a look at the point standings right here, and as you guys can see, Tasmanian Devil has already opened up a 5-point lead on second place, which is a 3-way tie right now between Dragon, Hot Wheels with the white roll cage, and the New Tool Gravedigger. A 5-point lead for the points leader through just 2 events is absolutely insane. That truck just seems absolutely unstoppable right now, and it's going to be really interesting to see if anybody can stop him finally in event number 3, because right now he is still undefeated this season, and already having a 5-point lead is really, really insane. I'm just going to be honest right now, it's going to be tough for anybody to pass him in the points, just because of the gap that he's already made in the first 2 events. But anyways, guys, I'm going to scroll through the rest of the points here. You guys can see Prowler is still holding on to the top 5, despite losing in round number 1, since he made it to the championship race in event 1. And he's actually tied with the Old Tool Gravedigger at 6. Then we have Mechanical Mischief and Red El Toro Loco tied at 5. So that is your top 8, and I'm not going to say the rest of them out loud, but you guys can look for your truck and see exactly how many points you have as of right now. So we're just getting down towards the end here. Now, everybody that currently has 2 points from Mohawk Warrior on down has lost in round number 1 in the first 2 events. Obviously, they're going to have to do much better in event number 3. There's still 8 trucks that have lost in round 1 both times, so it'll be interesting to see if any of those guys can turn it around. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this video. So congratulations once again to Awesome Sports 13 and Tasmanian Devil, not only for winning event number 2, but for winning back-to-back and having such a big points lead already. That is just remarkable. So that is basically going to do it for this video, guys. Now, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the thumbs up, because I would really, really appreciate it. And for whatever reason, if you guys are not yet subscribed to my channel, please make sure you guys do subscribe, because I am currently on the road to 11,000 subscribers, and hopefully I can get there soon. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys sometime in the next 2 or 3 days for event number 3.